All right, so today we are going to be talking about one of the 4P's of marketing. So as you can see, the 4P's of marketing are product, price, place, and promotion. So today we are going to be focusing on the product P. So within the product P, there's a variety of decisions that are going to be made around basically the product. So we're looking at quality, we're looking at design and packaging, features, benefits, services, and support. We're going to go through these in more detail, but the thing to note is that all businesses need to make marketing decisions in this area. Even though the word is called product, that's just because product starts with a P and it works nicely within the 4Ps. Okay, it doesn't need to have a physical product. It doesn't need to be a good service. Businesses still need to make marketing decisions in this area. So let's get started. Looking at quality. There are many established brand names that take pride in their quality and their consumers depend on it. So there's lots of brands that we buy because we know they offer high quality. For example, Disney is one of the ones that was rated highest in 2019. They generally have, a much higher budget for their movies than other ones. They take a lot longer because it's very important to them that they are the highest quality. It's generally believed by most businesses that if you improve quality, you will attract more customers. Okay, so quality is one of those ways that you can be better than your customers. However, it's not always true. There are many successful products and even some successful brands that do not offer high quality, but they do offer a lower price. So there needs to be a trade-off. If your quality is not higher than your customers, then that's something that you need to consider when making other marketing decisions. All right, the next one is design, or more commonly known as packaging. Okay, so for a product, for a good, okay, we often buy one product instead of another because of the way it looks. Okay, the old adage says, don't buy a book by its cover, but we know that psychologically people do. Okay, the way that something looks has a huge influence on what we buy and what we are drawn to. And so these are very important marketing decisions that you would make. Okay, some of the things to consider when coming up with your packaging design. The first one is protection. Okay, so there is this use of packaging that protects a product. Okay, so a lot of times what package it in has to do with protecting it. It can also be to do with how easy it is to use the product, safety, and branding and labels. And we're going to come back to these in just a second and go into more detail. Okay. However, just like I mentioned, this still applies to services as well. So while we don't package services because there isn't a physical thing, there is still design elements that we need to think about. So if we have a physical location that people are coming to, we want to be thinking about the decor in that area and what that experience is going to be like. If they're shopping online, again, what does that website look like? What do those services look like, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so the design element does go both ways. However, it generally is focused a little more on products. So let's talk about these functions a little more. Protection. Okay, a lot of products, that outside package that they are in, it is used to protect or contain the product, whether that is a cardboard box, the glass bottles that you see at the top of the page. Okay, it has that functional design of containing a product like the liquid, or protecting something from being damaged. The next one is ease of use, and this can go kind of two ways. The first one, as you can see with the Tide bottle, okay, it's designed not just to contain the product, but also to make using the product easier. So it has a nice, easy to pour spout and a nice handle. Okay, it doesn't need those to contain the liquid, but it's been designed that way to make it easier for the customers to use it. Okay, the other thing for ease of use would be for, those retail locations and for you as your business. So often products are sold in cube boxes. Why? Because they stack really easily and they can use every inch of space in a shipping container. Okay, when you have a product that is an odd shape, you need to consider how you're going to package that up. Even those glass bottles at the top, when they're shipped out to the store, they are in a container that ends up in a cardboard box that can be stacked up for shipping. So a few different considerations when you're thinking of that packaging. The next one is safety. It's a big thing for medication, for food, for children's toys, okay? Often the way it's packaged has to do with safety. You know, medications, the packaging has child locks so kids can't get into them. They have special covers so that you can tell if the product's been tampered with, and to make sure that it is safe. And the one that most people think of when they think of marketing, the actual branding and labels. So again, the way the package looks, the color that it is, what it says on it, is something to consider. So, you know, the iPod at the bottom, okay, or the glass bottles at the top, right? Those labels that are on them, those pictures that are on them, they don't add anything to, you know, how safe the product is, but it has to do with that branding and that reputation of the product. Okay, so all of these things, designing the package and what the product comes in, are marketing decisions that need to be made. All right, the next one that we're going to talk about is features, and these are things that are likely going to be listed on either a website or on the packaging itself if it's a good. Okay, a feature, okay, is basically a description of the product and what you want to note to your customers. Okay, so it might be the materials that are used to make it, it might be the scent that it is, it might be the size that it is, it might be the taste. Okay, it really depends on what the product is. Okay, so in the picture here, you know, selling somebody a screen door, the things that they're pointing out to customers, those are the features. Okay, look, there's this awesome handle and there's this magnet that makes it easy. There's this magnet that connects it and it's made of wood and it's made of this and that. Okay, this candle has this scent, etc., etc. For a service, the features, okay, basically are talking about the outline of what your service is. So this is really important with services because this is basically the description to customers knowing what they're getting. Okay, so for example, a household cleaning company, a feature would be, we clean your windows. Okay, we wash your floors. Those features, those things that we do. Okay, for taxi drivers, the feature would be the price that you pay for a kilometer. Or for Uber drivers, some of them now have features like, you know, having a video game for you to play in the back seat. Okay, the next one is benefits, and the benefit of a product is why somebody uses it. So features and benefits are linked. The feature is a physical description, okay, whereas the benefit is what that physical description means to customers and why they care about that. So if we look, okay, a towel. Okay, towels are used for drying, but we know that some are more absorbent than others. So a feature of a towel might be that it's 100% cotton, but what the benefit of that is that it is, you know, really going to absorb nicely, or it's really, really soft against your skin. Okay, that's the main reason. What does saying that feature mean to the customer, and what message are they getting from it? Okay, a furnace. Okay, a furnace is for warmth. However, when you are a furnace repairer, you want to emphasize the benefit of using you over somebody else. Okay, the benefit of my business, I'm more efficient. I can be there the same day. Okay, why, you know, my product or service is better. Okay. Again, microwaves are made to cook food. You might be told that a feature is, you know, the kilowatts of the microwave, but really, what are you saying? It's going to cook better, or it's going to cook faster. That's the benefit that the people care about. Okay. Each product or service has benefits that attract different customers. Sometimes they're written specifically on the packaging or on websites, or in the design of what the benefit is, and sometimes it's listed, the features are listed because they imply a benefit to the customers. Okay. And then finally, we have our service and support. So these are extra added values when you are selling your good or your service. Okay, so for a product, you could add delivery, you could add installation, you could add alterations, you could add warranties, advice, gift wrapping, free parking, you know, the carry out now, that's so important, right? Being able to, you know, order online and they bring it right to your car. These are all services that you are adding, that add value to a physical product that you sell. Okay. Also, services can add extra benefit as well, and that often comes in products being available. Okay, so for example, at a movie theater, you're paying for a service to see the movie, but some of the extra things that you could pay for, there's the service of being able to, pick your seats or being, in the 19 plus area, or there's that extra add-on of being able to buy food. Okay, Rogers and Bell. So for example, when you buy internet, that's the service that you are paying for, but the add-ons might be installation, definitely is installation, but also generally it comes with a router, the physical box that you need to run the internet. So those would be fall under the service or support, the thing that makes your business better. Okay, salons as well, a number of different areas. Okay, so just really thinking about that add-on. What is your main product or service? And then is there anything else we need to offer to make it more appealing? Okay. All right, so we're going to look at an example together because from your feedback, we see that this is the best way to help us understand. So this is a box. I know it's not 3D here, but it is a cardboard box of microwave popcorn. So you can see on the label, there's those 6 bags inside that you would take each one out and put it in the microwave. Okay, the brand is Orville Redenbacher. And this is the main section of the box. So if we go through in order, the first thing is quality. From looking at this and from anything that you know from this brand or your experience with a brand, because that's where brand reputations come from, what is the quality reputation here? Well, generally it is considered a high quality. It is probably the highest one in the microwave popcorn era. How might you know that? Well, first they've put the word gourmet on it. Next, if you knew the price, you would know that this is generally higher price, and people often assume a higher price means higher quality. Okay. Also, just the colors and the images are meant to imply that it is this higher quality. So everything ties together. All the decisions that are made are reflecting this high quality that they are aiming for. The next one is this packaging. So if we go through in order, the first thing is protection. So we know that this is in a cardboard box, okay, which is going to help protect the kernels inside from getting crushed. Okay, ease of use. We know that cardboard box being a cube makes it easier for the stores that are selling it to ship it and to stack it on the shelves and display it. Which is awesome. You could also note here that the kernels have been divided up into those 6 microwave bags. Those are pre-portioned for you as opposed to just like a whole bunch of random kernels that you have to contain. So that could also fall under ease of use. Safety, we know that the box is sealed, but even if something happens to it, each of the bags inside is covered in a sealed plastic. Okay, and so it'd be very easy to see if that's open that the kernels have been tampered with since being at the factory. So food generally does have those safety methods included. And then brand and labeling, okay? So just the whole look of the product, the colors that have been chosen, the rich red, which really pops the popcorn off of it, again, demonstrating that high quality. Their logo has been included on here. Everything, including the fonts and whatnot that has been written on here, has been designed to pull that customer in. All right, continuing on, looking at the features. So for this product, they've really focused on listing the features on the actual packaging. So this is quite easy when we look at it because they're making it very clear of what they want you to know. So the first one, it says butter flavor. Okay, that is definitely a feature. This is the flavor of the popcorn that you are buying. Important to know. Next, along the bottom, we see this big long label. So it says no artificial colors or preservatives. It says 100% whole grain non-GMO, high sources of fiber, gluten-free. Okay, these are all features of this product, descriptors that they want us to know about their product that might make it stand out from other products. And they, it's so important that they put it on the front in high font so that we notice it. Okay, we also notice on here that it says the 6 bags and the quantities of those are listed at the bottom. So those would be your features. These are the defining factors of your product. As I mentioned, features and benefits are linked. So what does it really mean when they say the butter flavor? Yes, we need to know that it's butter flavored, but what is it making? Why is that a benefit to the customer? Well, hopefully they like butter, but also it's kind of bringing in that image of that movie theater experience being brought home with us. The no artificial flavors, 100% whole grain, non-GMO, high sources of fiber. These are all listed to really incite in the customer's mind how this is a healthy choice, okay? There's none of the bad stuff in here. It doesn't need to be perceived as a bad choice. It is a healthy choice for your family. Don't worry, okay? And so that is when a lot of customers read that, there is just this like calming confidence of health for their families. The gluten-free could have a few different benefits. Of course, if you have an intolerance, you know that you're going to be safe, or, you know, if you're having a party for friends or having people over and you're just not sure what sensitivities are, it just might be nice to know, you know, not something I need to worry about. And of course, the 6 bags are telling us, you know, it's convenient. I don't need to measure stuff out. It's all pre-portioned for me, easy to use. I just grab one and go. Okay, so in this case, the benefits were not listed, but the words that were listed for the features were implying those benefits. All right, and then the service and support. So on this package there, you can't see it, but it's on the back. There is a website, an address, and a phone number provided. This is a service, being able to contact the company if you have questions. However, the bigger one that comes from this that doesn't actually get provided by Orville Redenbacher, but more from the stores that it's being sold at, could be if they have this kind of click and collect or online ordering and curbside pickup option at the stores. Would be another service that's being added to this product to make it easy to get, especially in times like this. All right, so that is it for product. Again, this is one of the 4 P's of marketing, one of the categories of decisions that that marketers need to make for their products, whether they are goods or services, and the different areas that those fall under.
Thank you so much for watching today's lesson, brought to you by Plugin to Learning. All the resources used in this video are linked in the description below. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. And to continue learning with us, please subscribe.